Welcome to Survival on a Budget Made Easy. In this video, we're taking a look at Mount Hebron New Life Cemetery. It's the only known black cemetery in Pike County. And if you want to learn more about it, I'll be right back. Welcome back to Survival on a Budget Made Easy. Like I said, we're taking a look at Mount Hebron New Life Cemetery. Now, at one point, there was actually a church on the other side of the road. We're going to go ahead, take a look at that first, then come back and take a closer look at the cemetery. Sometime following the Civil War, somewhere around 1890, a community named Logtown sprung up near Ayrshire, Indiana. Logtown was given its name because of the log cabins the black coal miners lived in. They weren't allowed to live in the company houses. The old-timers passed down the story of them being hard workers and good people. But they were treated differently because of their race. They were only allowed to live in this area, and they had to be home by sunset. Unfortunately, the church had to be torn down because of disrepair. The only thing left is, you guessed it, some steps to nowhere. And I can find the foundation in certain spots, but I can't get a real good idea how big the church actually was. The residents of Logtown operated the coke ovens and worked in coal mines at the Ayrshire Ingle mines. Soft coal was burned at high temperatures to form coke, used to make steel. Many of the coke ovens are still visible today on Logtown Road, near the railroad. But nature is taking them over. Some just look like mounds of dirt, and others you can see a crack of the brick oven showing through. Now, the bright colored flowers immediately caught my eye. It was nice to see people actually coming back, leaving flowers and taking care of the place. 6th Pioneer Infantry, World War I, died in 1950. Martin Menters, also known as Papa. Mary E. Curry, 1862. Now, right here is a coal truck. I thought it was really cool. So you know that he was probably a coal miner, or at least worked in the mines. Patton James H. died 1940. Mother Emma Wells, 1946. Taylor Naomi, 1966. Taylor Fred S., 1971. Now, when I was looking online, the most recent one was in 2000. So I'm going to try to find that just to see who it is out of curiosity. I think that's a long time for a cemetery to go unused. Now, you notice there's like a big area where you don't see no headstones. And over there's some real old ones. I'm thinking maybe the grave markers are missing. I wouldn't understand why they'd have like a headstone over here and big spaces in between. Right over there is the church. Now here's another gravesite with recently new flowers on. Like I said earlier, it's nice that people still come out, put flowers out, and maintain the cemetery. Apparently they might have been I don't understand why all these bricks are here. Apparently they were a veteran. Now some more old blocks laying here. Looks like there might have been some headstones here prior, one they had to fix. $1855. Now over here is another one off in the woods by itself. Not sure why would they make a cemetery that way. Conley, used car salesman, died in 2000. Okay, that's the most recent one. Mount Hebron Cemetery is the only known African American cemetery in Pike County, Indiana. The cemetery is located in the area known as Logtown between Ashshire and Norfolk Southern Railroad tracks. In 1997, the name New Life was added to the cemetery, but it is still known as Mount Hebron. Unfortunately, the historic church had to be torn down because of despair and vandalism. The Eaton Monument Company from Washington, Indiana, donated the cemetery namestone through Curtis Funeral Home in Winslow, Indiana. Richard Gilbert. It looks like Spam War? Spanish-American War. There we go. Spanish-American War. I never thought of it before being called Spam War. And over here's another headstone separated from the main part of the cemetery. And it's actually facing in a different direction compared to the rest. Hard to make out. It's hard to make out the dates on it. Another one with flowers on it. 1824. Another real old one. Now, I was reading online some of the symbolism. Like, you see how the finger's pointing down? That's supposed to mean that somebody was taken early in life. The story is that sometime in the late 1800s, David Ingle was riding his horse one day in Ayrshire and came across a group of black people. One of the group had died and they had not been allowed to bury them in Winslow because they were black. They did not know what to do, so Mr. Ingle told them he owned land in the area and told them to pick out land for the cemetery. He also gave them land for their church. He employed the men in his mines. Okay, everybody, I know you didn't see me in the video much. That's because it's really windy. I happened to get down in between a couple hills. I don't know if you can still hear the wind or not. But I'm going to go ahead, head on out. I want to give a special thanks out to the Facebook group that helped me find this place. I'm not sure if I should say your name. I don't want you to have a bunch of
people that don't live in the area or know nothing about the area kind of bombard you. So, but I truly appreciate it. I couldn't have done this video without your help. Okay, with all that said, do me a favor, click on the subscribe button, one of these upper corners, and as always, thank you for watching.